What's up everyone, today we're taking a look at Manectric in Open Great League. Manectric recently got access to Overheat and it can do some really fun stuff with it. For example, one-shotting a Galarian Stunfisk. They don't know. Oh my god, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know, dude. They don't know. Come on. Come on, dude. Bro, this KOs. Come on, please. Oh, yes! Woo! Besides that, Overheat also allows you to hit the grass types, which previously walled it. If you're running Snarl as the fast move, which is what I would recommend, you just get through those charge moves so quickly. And Manectric is even able to beat like a Venusaur in the one shield if you first bait with Wild Charge and then hit Overheat, which is just insane to be able to do that as an electric type. Besides that, being electric type, of course, it can also hit Azumarill for super effective damage, Heart, super effective damage, Skarmory, Flyers. It's just a beast. Let's just get into these battles. I'll be pairing Manectric with Venusaur in the lead and Sableye on the safe switch position. Venusaur and Manectric are just a very solid duo because Manectric mainly loses to the ground types, the fighting types. Their charm users are quite hard as well, and Venusaur can kill all of those, and then Sableye is really good at taking shields on the safe swap position. And if shields are down, if I have a shield advantage, Manectric can just go to town. So it's the whole idea. Let's see if it works. Escavelier Lead into my Venusaur. Very bad, very bad. I have to switch it to Sableye because Escavelier just straight up walls Venusaur. And also can just run my Manectric, so this is not looking great. But if I can grab shields with Sableye, I'll be in a decent spot because I can still Wild Charge the Escavalier or Overheat it. And I mean, Overheat will kill an entire freaking family of Escavalier, so that'd be really nice. Thing is though, I hit the return here, which is awesome. But now I'm actually gonna have to go 2 shields down if I want switch advantage. And yes, at this point I would like switch advantage. If shields are still up, I really need switch advantage. So I'm gonna shoot this up right here as well. And now just gonna farm this down. And it's really gonna depend on what's in the back now. If they have like something strong as Sableye, this will be trouble. But seeing as they switched in Sableye, Azumarill to Sableye, it's very likely they don't have another Pokemon strong to dark. Thus, I would have likely taken back a shield anyway. They bring in Escavalier versus my Sableye though, which is amazing. They must be incredibly weak to Sableye in the back. So this is looking quite great at this point. Because my Venusaur gets to avoid this Escavalier. Now I can hopefully farm this down with Manectric. Farm it down, come on. Right before they get to a Duran. This is really good. In comes a Bronzong. And you know what we did to Bronzong, right? We cook him. We cook him. Alright, come on. Big Overheat coming through. This knocks out the Bronzong. And that's a great game right there. Alright, Talonflame Lead. Well, Talonflame Lead is about to cook me. Which is not amazing. They throw 2 Incinerates and then they switch to Galvantula. Which is not great because Galvantula can win this matchup. Especially with the little bit of Incinerate damage I already took. A Lunch will definitely KO at this range. So I'm gonna shoot it up. You know, if I can get 2 shields down, that'd be kind of fine. Because maybe Manectric can sweep in the back. Gonna throw this right before their 3rd Volt Switch here. So right before the Lunch. It's always 3 Volt Switches for a Lunch, of course. And this knocks them out. They don't shoot it, which is wild. Also, they came in Galv versus my Sableye instead of Umbreon, which is also kind of crazy. But fine with me. Fine with me. I'm just gonna let this go at this point. And I'll bring in Venusaur. Now, Venusaur is not a great matchup here, especially if they have a Psychic. But I want Venusaur to avoid the Talonflame, of course. Problem is, with this shield advantage, even if, or this even shield, like 1-to-1 shield, since I have a shield, Manectric is not gonna have a great time. The Talonflame is 1 Incinerate or 2 Incinerates in. They only need 3 more for 2 moves. And well, one of those moves will definitely take out a Manectric. Thus, them shooting this is so huge. Because I would not have reached 2 Wild Chargers before the 3 Incinerates. Them shooting this, they basically wins me this game. Which is really nice. Bring in Manectric right here. And I'm just gonna farm up till I have 2 Wild Chargers. I should be able to get to 2 Wild Chargers before they get to another foul play. I don't shoot this either because Flame Charge will definitely do more. Throw the Wild Charge. This should knock out the Umbreon. Come on, Manectric. And then Talonflame needs 1 more Incinerate to get to the move. So I'm just going to throw 1 Snarl because I can get a Snarl and a move off before the fast move damage registrates. Kill the Talonflame right there. That's a great game. Yo, Manectric sweeping once again. Alright, Stunfisk Lead. Really good. They bring in Skarmory. I'll bring in Manectric. This is pretty good, but Manectric is a squishy boy. Manectric is a really squishy boy. Look at how much damage that did. It's a lot of damage. Gonna go for the wild charge right here when I'm at 100 energy. I think I could have thrown one more because I did over farm by like 5 energy, I think. And I'm gonna throw here. I think I could have overfarmed by one more because I am gonna get my defense dropped right here. And I'm barely not gonna be able to get to another wild charge. Skarmory double shielding right there to take switch advantage. This is not great, especially with a Stunfisk lead. I'm expecting them to have another Venusaur answer in the back. So yes, this is not looking amazing. How would I play the Skarmory Manectric matchup next time though? I think the second wild charge I could have thrown later. I think I should have thrown the second wild charge later. They have a Scrafty in the back though, so this is looking quite good for my Venusaur. Because Venusaur is able to take out both the Stunfisk and the Scrafty, but since they brought in the Scrafty versus my Sableye, I can just get up this return right there, do massive damage. They're gonna take me out. That's so good. Just a pup as well. So yeah, this is... I don't even throw the foul play, which is kind of stupid, to be honest. Should have just thrown it. I don't know why I didn't. I guess because they weren't the foul play yet. Farm it down. Oh yeah, now we just return the Stunfisk. Yeah, this is so over. This is so over. They were kind of hard counter, to be honest. But man, I was pretty scared when that Skarmory took out my Manectric. That just shows you how freaking squishy that thing is. Alright, take it out. Oh. Some Go Battle lag. Third shield. No, I think he just exited the game, my opponent. Alright, GG right there. Alright, Galarian, Stunfisk in the lead. Oh, now that we're here, I forgot to tell one thing about Manectric. You know, I'm running the regular variant, but I really recommend Shadow, actually. If you have got a Shadow X to Shadow Manectric, I think it's better. Because Shadow Manectric is able to one-shot Azumarill with a wild charge, whilst regular doesn't. So I think that's a big plus for Shadow Manectric. Though, that Skarmory matchup would become way harder as Shadow. However, if you're a Shadow Manectric up against Skarmory, you probably just want to shield all their moves. And you outpace anyway. You should outpace. As long as you don't give him too much air/advantage, you should outpace the moves. So I think either one has merit, to be honest. Personally, I would prefer the Shadow one though. But, dude, I have like many. I have like multiple with good IVs, but all of them have frustration. I really need an event. Alright, anyway. They let a Stunfisk. They brought in Altaria, which I don't have an answer to. Altaria is very, very rough for this team. Stunfisk, also quite rough for this team. Azumarill is pretty good for my team. However, not when Venusaur is down. And also, like, they still have the Stunfisk as well for my Manectric. This isn't looking great. This is not looking great. I think I no-shield their move. Which might be a mistake. The thing is, I'm gonna debuff myself. I'm gonna debuff myself right here. Ice Beam doesn't do that much, but it does a ton. It actually does some good damage. Some really good damage. Wild Charge right here. At the range it's at, it should KO. So that is really nice. I'm gonna throw another one right here. And now I'm gonna bring in my Venusaur immediately because I don't want to be debuffed. Can I get to the Wild Charge though before they shut me down? I can't. So we lose this game. GG. Alright. Galvantula Lead. Galvantula is quite tough for my line because it does beat Manectric as well. In the like one, I think the zeros I win because I can just overheat it, but I think the ones and the twos you lose because lunge just does so much. Yeah, it pays you, and well, you also got debuffed, which doesn't really matter. But the snarls do nothing. The snarls just do nothing either way. I'm gonna frenzy this right here. You know, triple frenzy you do in the ones, but I like to sludge. I do like to sludge because you bring them lower. Like if they double shield, what I like to do is throw in the middle of the third volt switch right here. And this will likely force them to overtap unless they undertap. And if they undertap, like, it's fine with me. Yeah, they overtapped, so I can get to another frenzy right there. If they shield this, fine with me. I can just farm this down with Sableye at this point. I can take the lunge. I can still take the lunge. Their shield's down. I have a Manectric. Like, what could go wrong? A Manectric with shield advantage is just ridiculous in this meta. In comes a Ghost type. I switch out because I'm debuffed. Honestly, I could have just stayed in. Could have really just stayed in. They bring in the Deoxys. They're incredibly weak. Incredibly weak to Sableye. And at this point, I do make a bit of a mistake. I throw one Wild Charge, does a ton of damage, throw another one. this was the mistake. I should probably not have thrown this. Because the Kovagrigis is gonna farm me down. It's gonna get a lot of energy, actually. It's gonna get a lot of energy. And my Sableye is in range where Shadow Ball would KO. So if they get the 2 Shadow Balls right there, I'm dead. And I just threw this match, basically. Because with a Ghost type and a Psychic type in the back should have been easy. But we barely get there right before the Shadow Ball. And that's, well, that's a good game right there. Well played by my opponent. Making it so close. Alright. Dewgong in the lead. We lagged the first turn of the match, which is also always great to see. So basically, miss on Vine Whip. But it's alright. I think I might still be able to win this matchup. Go for a Frenzy right here. They have to shield it or they get knocked out. Definitely shielding this Icy Wind right here though. Because it would knock me out or put me deep into the red. And I kind of want to win this because both my Sableye and my Manectric don't do that good with the health it's at. Especially with a shield. So either burn a shield or kill it right here. Take it out. And my Venusaur is really good IV. So it gets to another Frenzy right here. Right before they can kill me. I think they were expecting to be able to Icy Wind down. But nope. That's not possible with good IV Venusaurs. Alright, in comes Marowak. This is really good. This is really good for Sableye. Like really, really good for Sableye. I'm gonna take whatever move this is. I can still take a Shadow Ball. I can still take whatever it is. Just a Bone Club. So it's even better. In comes Azu. In comes Manectric. And now you're gonna see why Shadow is probably better. Because this Wild Charge would have KO'd if I was Shadow. But it only does like 80% from non-Shadow. And you can't farm this down with Snarls. So I'm gonna have to shoot this up. It's a Hydro. And I want a Wild Charge. I could honestly, the best play there would have been to let it go and just farm down with Sableye, throw a Foul Play to Marowak. But this is a Manectric showcase. I want to kill that Marowak with Manectric if possible. Gonna go for another Wild Charge on a Marowak. Again, if this was Shadow, this would definitely knock out the Marowak. Now, it barely doesn't. Hopefully I can Snarl this down. Instead, I'm just gonna Foul Play the Marowak though, because it would have been able to farm me down. So, alright, take it out, and it's a great game. But yeah, Shadow Manectric, I think might be the play. Alright, very good lead. They bring in Umbreon though, which is very tough for my backline. Glad they bring it in here though, because now Venusaur can do a bunch of damage on it. With the Frenzies. And even if this is Psychic, like, I get very, very close here. And I have Sableye still for the Swampert. However, I'd rather have Venusaur for it. Problem is, they probably have like a Skarmory in the back, right? If I save Venusaur here, I'll have to make sure I get Switch or something. And I use a Shield here. Shields down. We've already seen how freaking close the Skarmory versus Manectric matchup is. So, it's not great. I'm gonna save my Venusaur though for that Swampert. So I'm gonna bring in my Sableye right here. Just to take out this Umbreon. Just to make sure I don't have to shoot my Venusaur to keep it alive. It comes the Swampert. And this will, this is fine. I can chip this down with Sableye. From this range, a Hydro, I think barely does knock me out. Yes, it definitely does knock me out from here. Just gonna let it go. I might be able to farm this down with Venusaur. Problem is though, my switch timer, the switch timers are misaligned. They are very, very, very misaligned. So I'm gonna switch in as late as possible. And yes, I have to Skarm. Actually, what I was saying here, I was streaming this and on stream I said, you know, I'm expecting them to instantly switch in Skarmory. Maybe I should bring in my Manectric versus the Swampert because I'm expecting to bring in Skarmory immediately and that would lock them in with my Manectric. And I should have done it. I should have just gone in Manectric versus Swampert and big brained them like that. But I was scared. I didn't do it. And now we're in a very tough spot. Now we're in a very, 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 very tough spot because our switch timers are still misaligned. After this Wild Charge I throw now, their switch timer is gonna be up and they could just switch to Swampert right here. And you know, whatever I do, I basically can't win. But they underestimate the dog. They underestimate Manectric. They don't throw a move. They don't switch. They get taken out and they lose. So that's very, very fine with me. Throw the Frenzy. So knock out the Swampert. Good game. Good game. Exciting one. Alright, Hypno Lead. It's not awesome. I always throw one Vine Whip and then I'll go into Sableye. Here comes Scrafty. This is not horrible. Usually I would like bait here. But baiting is scary. Because at this point I have no clue like what kind of, you know, skill knowledge level I'm playing. So baiting is quite risky, I feel like. They throw Pup though. They throw Pup, which is pretty weird, but also kind of scary. Because now the Foul Play will do a lot of damage versus Venusaur. I was expecting them to pop again maybe, so didn't shield. And just taking shield advantage here is quite nice. This is definitely a pup. This is most definitely a pup. I'm just gonna get to the Frenzy, like before they have a Talonflame in the back. I want to go for the Frenzy right before they could go for another move, but they switch into their Talonflame, which is not amazing, and we lag. I would have gone to the Sludge Bomb, like, before the move, and I would have been able to take a shield, but instead we lag. I have to use a shield. They also got more energy than I would have had if I just got to the Sludge Bomb before and then switched in Manectric. I am way lower health than I should have been. Yeah, this is not amazing. This is not amazing. Though, because of that, they're also gonna get to another Flame Charge before I can get to the Wild Charge. And now this is, yeah, this is pretty bad. Because it still have a Scrafty with some health. They have the Hypno. I have to throw this Wild Charge before they get another Incinerate damage through, because that would just do a load of damage. One Wild Charge coming through. Can I still do this? Overheat actually does slightly more than a single Wild Charge. So that's why I'm throwing Overheat right here. Come on. Ooh, Barry doesn't knock him out. Now if I had more health, I mean, that wouldn't have made it. I don't think it would have made a difference, but I think the game would have been a lot closer without that lag. So that is really, really unfortunate, because we did get really hard counter there, and I think I still had a chance to come back from it. Anyway, this is what it is. That's the game. I hope you enjoyed this video either way. See you in the next one. Also, let me know what other new Pokemon, new moves you want to see in the next one. Alright, see you later.